Tunde, how you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
All right, good. Well, welcome to Heart in the Fight, y'all. For those who are tuning in, my name is Daniel. I am the creator of Heart in the Fight, but I'm also your co-host for today. I'm a man, the virtual producer of Heart in the Fight, but also does tons of hosting and co-hosting a number of different shows.
So, what's going on, party people? It's Tune Day in the place to busy the digital space for you and me to share. We are live on our Facebook, our YouTube, and also on Streetbeefs main channel. I want to acknowledge Streetbeefs for investing in us and believing in us. And so I'm super excited for us to have this opportunity for all of my Streetbeef family. We will not be able to lift up your comments. We appreciate you tuning in for sure, but we will not be able to lift up your comments like this unless you're on the main page, unless you're on Heart in the Fight's main page. So we're asking people, if you're tuning in, please tune in to wherever you feel comfortable. But if you want us to lift up your comments and shout you out or talk about your questions or lift up your questions, you have to be either on the YouTube page for Heart in the Fight or the Facebook page for Heart in the Fight. But yeah, outside of that, we got a crazy show. And I'm gonna let Daniel talk a little bit about it.
And so before we get into kind of the contents of the show, I think it's important for folks to understand that, not only do we do lives, right? So we have press conferences, we do a number of kind of shows. So we have Weddle and the Mexican, we have Undisputed with Venom Black and Gorilla, but also we do an award show. So at the end of every single year, this is our second annual award show where we will honor the fighter of the year from Streetbeefs. We will also honor the fight of the year and knockout of the year, submission of the year. And so if you're a huge fan of Streetbeefs and you're a huge fan of their fighters, you definitely want to tune in because we will be giving out trophies and giving virtual acknowledgments of those participants, those fighters who showed out this year, who made a stamp, an impression on everyone else so that everyone took notice. And so I just wanted to kind of spend a little bit of time showing you, you will get this trophy right there, right? And so if you are a winner of any of these categories, you will get this trophy. All right, and so that's a really important thing. Last year, we didn't have the capabilities of doing that, but now we do. And so what we try to do is try to make every show bigger and bigger. And so this will be our second annual show, award show. So make sure you tune in. It's the day after Christmas, right? You'll be with your friends and family. And so what you can do is you can tell them, hey, let's watch this award show and then see if I win. And just know, right? It wasn't like Tunde and I just kind of sat there and just chose who the winners are. What we did is we collected 36 judges who are Streetbeefs fighters, but also admin and mods in Streetbeefs, and then those supporters who are part of Streetbeefs family. And so we brought them all together and said, look, here's a long list of fights throughout the year, fighters throughout the year. Vote on who do you think should win all these different categories. And so there was 2 rounds. There was 2 rounds of voting. And trust me, the voting was a very long and rigorous process. And so I'm thankful for all those judges. And so we were able to narrow down the winners in the top 5. And so you tune in to see if you made it in the top 5. However, we know that there are 2 events still left. And so there are certain categories that are still open, like Fight of the Year, Knockout of the Year, Submission of the Year. We have the winners. However, if you put on a show, these next 2 events, you could potentially eclipse them and get that award. So it's up to you. It's up to you. You got to put on a show, y'all. And so with Tunde, you're muted.
I was just saying, speaking about shows, we got somebody named Showtime on the show. We got Lil Cray Cray on the show. We got Venom Black, Gorilla. We got Lil Mac. We got Knight Rider. We got some jam-packed action for y'all this evening. I'm super excited. I don't even know if y'all know what y'all should be knowing what we know.
All right, so with that, what's up, Magician? How you doing, my man? Thanks for tuning in. All right, and I also see that Sunshine's in here. Sunshine, if you can get a hold of Nate, let him know that I think we're not live on the Streetbeefs channel.
Yeah, I don't know what's
So
going
if we can, if we can get Nate to hit the live button, we'll definitely we'll be live there. So with that, we have Gorilla in the back. Let's bring on Gorilla.
Let's do it. What's going on, Gorilla?
Oh, what's up, y'all?
Gorilla,
What's up?
how you doing?
I'm cooling, man. Cooling. You already know.
It's been a minute, man. What you been up
Yeah,
to?
been working, y'all. Working, y'all. Working at jobs. At Hunter Douglas doing shutters, new style shutters. So I be working 10 hours a day from 2 to 1 in the morning. So by the time I get off, I'm just like going to sleep and you know what I mean? It works so much now. I will end up losing like 7 pounds.
Yeah, you're no longer going to be heavyweight. You're going to be a light
I'm
heavyweight.
almost not. I'm almost not. I'm down to 213 now. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right. And so there's a big matchup. I don't think, are you fighting? Because I know that the other event got called off. And so are you fighting at the Saturday event, the Streetbeefs event?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
You know.
going and you
Yeah.
fighting?
Yeah. I'm gonna come up there. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up there.
And
Yeah.
we know that,
What's up,
you know,
fellas?
your man's. Yep.
Yeah.
We know your man's Venom
Venom.
Black has a
Yeah.
huge
My
fight.
man Venom.
Has
You
a
know I'm gonna
huge
be there. You
fight.
know I'm gonna be right there with him. You know I'm gonna be right there with him. I'm fucking man, yo. I fought with Showtime too, though. But you know what I mean, you know my man Venom, though. We started together and we've been there. You know what I mean, since day one. You feel me? Like I fought with both of them. Both of them guys are very skilled fighters. This is gonna be a fucking battle. This is gonna
Yeah.
be a battle. This is definitely gonna be a battle. But you already know who I'm rocking with, man. Y'all know. Y'all know who I'm rocking with, yo. Huh?
But how does this go down? How does this all play out?
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. My man Venom all day, man. I'm with Venom, man. You feel me? I'm coming in there with that man and all that. You feel me? Hope we got legendary interest like last time. I'm in there.
Sure, man. And so a lot of people. So we had Venom and Showtime on the last show. We did a live a couple weeks ago, and a lot of people were saying that it's going to be a pretty close fight. They're saying that both these dudes have not fought anybody of their caliber before.
Yeah,
It was going to be a big out fight. Do you agree with that? Do you think it's going to be a little bit different?
yeah, I do. I think this is gonna be Venom toughest fight. You
Really?
feel me? I think it's gonna be Venom toughest fight right here. This right here this is gonna be Venom toughest fight. I'm not gonna start. It's gonna be the toughest fight. Falls out of everybody else, huh?
What makes you think Showtime is going to be a tough fight for Venom?
He worked, bro. He worked. One thing about him, yo, he know how to work that body. He know how to transition from the body to go upstairs. He got good combinations. You feel me? And he got some pop to them punches too. So it's like when he go downstairs, and then you know what I mean, he already upstairs. You feel me? He real skilled. He definitely real skilled. He real skilled, man. This is gonna be his toughest fight right here, yo. Guaranteed. I'm not even gonna his toughest fight. But I got him. I got him taking it though. I got him taking it in the close one.
In the close one.
And so does it go all 5 rounds?
I think it's gonna go 5 rounds. Yeah, I do. I think it's good. It depends on how much Showtime been working, man. Cause my man Showtime, man, he be working though. But I mean, I see him get a little tired, and you know what I mean, and some of them, you know what I mean, cause you know he throws so many combinations. You feel me? It's like, I mean, 3 rounds, he wouldn't get in top of 5 rounds. I don't know. You feel me? I don't know. You know what I mean, I don't know how much he been working on this fight. You feel me? But we gonna see. It's 2 days away. You feel me? I'm definitely gonna be there.
2 days away, man. 2 days away. And so, do you think? How do you think? Or what do you think Venom Black is going to go into this fight doing? Right? You think he's going to stand his ground and bang out? You think he's going to be tactical and come in, get some points, come out?
I think he's gonna be Venom Black, versatile, smart. You feel me? He gonna be and, you know what I mean, I know he's gonna be sitting there. You know what I mean, trying to see what he. You know what I mean. You know what I mean? See where he at for real. I know he gonna do that. He always do that. He sit back and, you know what I mean? You know, it's like chess to him. You know what I'm saying? He really play that chess game with dudes. He quick. He got good movement, and he can bang on however the fight come to him. That's the way he gonna fight. You see how when he get dudes that actually box, he fight like that. When he get dudes that want to come all in on that grabbing shit, you feel me? He can get to that too. So, I mean, he just got a lot. He got a whole mixture of styles, just like yo. So it's like, I just think he gonna come out. You feel me? He got long reach too. His reach long as hell. He got good ass jab. That's one thing I can say. He got a quick, good jab. So it's like, yeah, I mean, we'll find out. Like I said, it's gonna be a good fight. Fight gonna definitely be awesome. This is the best fight he ever took right here. This is a good fight right here.
Yeah, I agree. I think whenever you ask people about this fight, people are generally interested in this fight, but they're also really excited. Like when you tell them that this fight is going down, like people, I think one are just like they're in shock that a fight of this magnitude is happening, but also that the pure fireworks these two are going to bring in the ring. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I don't think YouTube is going to be able to contain that. This feels like a pay-per-view. It feels like we should be on HBO. We should be on Showtime. We should be on some kind of huge boxing promotion and have these two fight.
Fire.
I agree. And so I wanted to, I think I want to pivot in that conversation because Venom Black is the defending champion, right? And Venom Black is also coming off of a very interesting year because if I'm not mistaken, he had his first return fight with 619, right?
Yeah.
And so his return fight, you know, it may not have been the matchup as comparable to Showtime and Venom Black. Like it might not be this matchup, but it definitely was super popular. And now we got another potential fight that's just as impactful, but we also think that like he Showtime is going to bring the level of fight to him. So what do you think the impact of this fight is going to be for Streetbeefs, specifically the OG branch?
I ain't gonna lie, yo. A lot of people gonna turn in on this fight right here, yo. This like, man, this like, man. Man, I don't even know, yo. This is just super serious. Like I just don't get, yo, like just how that shit just came about. When I first seen how it came about, I said, oh God, yo. I said, damn, it's gonna be a fucking banger. And I was like, damn, because you know at the time, you feel me, that little situation and shit. So I was thinking like, damn, shit gonna be a banger, yo. I gotta be there, yo. I gotta be there for this, yo. This right here, I gotta be there. I mean, I've been, like I said, I ain't been really, you feel me, on my training shit as much as I used to, for real, from working and just starting a new job, almost 3 months in this new job and all that. But I still been working though. I still have been working. You feel me? A little something. Recently, like 2 weeks now. So I've been, you know what I mean? Because you know I was supposed to fight on the King of the Mountain, and then the fight I was supposed to fight Eli. Then they said it was on Friday, and I worked. And when they said something about my work schedule, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work. I mean, if I'm gonna be able to fight if I gotta work. But when they gave me the confirmation that I could fight, he already got took by another dude. So I was like, damn, I'll just get on the next card.
What's up, Free Smoke?
It's a motherfucking killer card, man. My man Venom boy. Woo.
Yeah, man. You know, and Daniel,
what's up, bro?
I think at this point, let's get Venom Black on. Let's see.
Well, let's bring both of them on. Let's bring Venom Black. Hold on. Let's get the promo.
You want to know what I think when I hear these two names? Warriors. I want to talk about two humans turned animal, locked in a cage, ready to kill whatever in front of them on that given day. We have that in this fight. You want to talk about taking on the best, making them look average? Well, check. We have that in this fight. You want to talk about culture? You want to see someone who puts their state, their family, everything they stand for on their back and carry it into the fight, and they stop at nothing to make sure they're standing tall at the end to carry it out with them. They fight with honor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, look no further. We have that. Satan's backyard, two of the best. Showtime versus Venom Black. Who's going to be the best? Who's going to be the best boxer in Streetbeefs history? Who's going to be the greatest warrior? We're going to get these questions answered.
Venom Black, Showtime.
Yeah,
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. It's always a
It look
pleasure
like
to
you a
see
Rambo,
y'all.
man.
It's always a pleasure to see y'all. I got some extra shit going on. I'm out here at the damn hospital waiting on my people to my nephew to have his first child.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations to you and your family, bro.
Yeah, I guess. Shit, that made me a great uncle, bitch. You crazy. That shit like congratulations kick in the face. Like damn, bitch. Fucking I'm a great something, bitch. I want to be great, but god damn.
I want to be great.
I think God misunderstood me. Like, that's funny. What the fuck? Whose phone was that?
Yeah, it might have been 2 days.
Man, stay hot, man.
Well, we know that your fight is a few days away, my man.
Yeah,
While
man.
Showtime, his picture's still showing up. How do you feel going into this?
I feel great. I feel real healthy. You know what I mean? Like I don't have no aches, no pains, no like usually last fight I had a slight pain, but I ain't it wasn't enough to stop me from punching or doing what I was supposed to do. But this fight I feel really good. Nothing, man. I feel like I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm gonna do it how I'm supposed to do it.
All right, and so and here's the thing. Okay, there you go. And so I know that Showtime says that he doesn't really prepare for folks. He just kind
Right,
of shows up like it's a spar for him. But I
right.
did see recently he was at Neutral Corner Boxing preparing. And so what does that
Sweet.
mean for you that you see someone actually training, right? Especially when it came from him, he said that he doesn't train for anyone. And to see him training for this match, what does that say about you?
I mean, to be honest with you, it made me feel like he's not taking me lightly, and so I gotta go in there, and I would definitely pay the respect, and in the same respects, I never would take him lightly. I think he's a solid puncher, a solid boxer, but I think that as far as fighting me, I think he's undermatched.
Hmm.
I don't think that he really sees that the potential that I have. I think he sees that. I think he sees my heart. I think he sees the warrior mentality that I have, but I don't really think that he sees the talent that I possess.
That's deep. And so something I want to ask you, Venom Black, because I like to say this: the state that you're in at this point is legacy mode. Like how you came off of that 619 fight, and your whole disposition, your posture ever since was kind of like, give me a challenging fight. And I would say that people
Yeah.
think that this is one of those challenging fights, right? Like you were trying to build a legacy of like, look, I've been holding it down in Streetbeefs for a cool minute. How do you think that this fight adds to your legacy?
I think that this has just solidified me as being like one of the greatest street fighters that ever fought because, I mean, truth be told, if I didn't have on gloves, it'd have been a lot more body. So, luckily, I have, what I'm
You said
saying?
there would be
Like,
a lot more
just think
bodies.
about it. Like what I'm saying. Yeah, well, that's correct. That is 100% correct. I would have definitely, I'm telling you, like, what I'm saying? Like, I am a street fighter by nature. Like, this is all I've done, like, my entire life was, like, growing up in the projects, you had to fight. So, and there's not a soul out there that can ever say that they whooped my ass. So, to this day, and I'm going to keep it that way, you know what I mean? So, like I'm coming straight at you. Like I ain't never had no fear from no one. I don't know how to fear nobody. I don't know how to back down. So, but now just what's the difference is that I've learned how to fight. I already knew how to fight, but now I learned how to fight. And I've been critiquing, my little flaws that I have. So every boxing match you've been seeing something different for a reason. You know what I mean? I'm not like slowing down. You know what I mean? I'm really getting better. I'm getting to the point where I'm now actually training people. You know what I'm saying? It's to that point, and they're watching my fights like, wow. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing what I'm training them to do. You know what I mean? So they know it works. You know what I mean? So in that sense is you know, I have a coach. You know, I've you know, we talk about pro talk. I can't help but to, you know, want to fight the best people whenever. You know what I mean? Wherever, you know, it may be. And I think Showtime right now in my division is like pretty much it's me and him as the top boxers in that division, top fighters in our division. Of all the street beefs,
Yeah, I would
not
say.
just, you know, the East Coast branch. I'm talking about of all of street beef. So I feel like if he defeats me, which is, you know, I ain't gonna go and discredit him for actually being showing up and doing, you know, what he's supposed to do, but it would be like, yeah, I will. I'm not gonna say I'll bow down, but I would acknowledge that I got beat by a better fighter.
Yeah.
That's just point blank, period. But in my heart, you know, I'm here to fight. You know what I mean? And you damn they're gonna have to kill me to get me out of there. So I don't know what the fuck they think about to happen.
And I think that's the so as I envision your fight with Showtime, I think like now people have an understanding of like what a big time fight is, right? Like this is shaking. Like you have a number of fights that shook the culture of all the street beefs, right? It's not just the OG branch, not just the West Coast branch, right?
Right.
People in the West Coast branch are still talking about how you didn't mix 619, right? Now people from the West Coast branch is talking about how you and Showtime about to have this legendary war. Now people have a goalpost, right? Like as we talk about your legacy and impact and street beefs, people are like, you are going to become one of those people where they're like, I want to have a fight as big as Venom Black versus Showtime. You feel me? I want to have a fight as big as Venom Black versus, right? So
you're a landmark, your destination.
You're for sure. I think
I have a lot on the line. This is like a Floyd Mayweather fight to me. You know what I mean? Like every fight is like, if I lose, then what? I'd never be able to say I was the best ever. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this right here shows me that me doing what I'm supposed to do and prepare, like really, you know, to be honest with you, I was already ready for whoever, whenever. I didn't really, you know, circumstances outside the ring kind of slowed me down, but I'm still ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I have not been training in a sense, but at the same time, I you know, I feel like I can always do more. Even when I win a fight, I feel like I can do better. So, you know, there's not going to be no love lost in this situation where I feel like if I get defeated, I say, hey, you know, I could have trained better. It's always going to be that case for me. Even when I win, I feel like I could train harder. So, you know, I would never let, you know, discredit anyone's win on me if it does happen. If it does happen, I just don't feel invincible. But I feel prepared though, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for my opponent, where I am in this situation and how I carry myself and what I've done, and you know, my training sessions from the outside, people looking in, trying to figure out why I still do my sparring, I still do things like that. But I just saying that at the level of focus that I should be, I don't feel like I am. And that's just me. From the outside looking in, you might not see that. You might be like, wow, he's a monster, he's a beast, he's incredible. But from the inside, I'm like, I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's like, you know what I mean? For the most part, it's like, I'm going to show up. And they will never forget me when I do show up. So that's just how that's going to go.
Yeah, I agree with Big Jace. Win or lose, bro, you already cemented. You feel me? And for your comeback fight to be as big as it is, and then your follow-up fight from the comeback fight to be as big as it is, I think it's only just a testament to your legacy, bro. Yeah, literally
correct.
just up.
That's it. That's all I'm doing. Because after this,
and you can say,
yeah,
I was just about to say. I mean, you can say when you leave that you fought the toughest in the yard.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no stone unturned. Yep.
I've been calling out whoever wanted to come, whoever came. There's millions and millions of people that know about Street Beef. Anybody could come any day and say that they wanted to challenge or beat me, or they wanted to fight or wanted to see and test, and nobody did. I've been waiting for years since the day I came. I have never asked for anything less than the best opponent since the day I came. That's how confident I was, and I'm still confident. If not, I'm even more confident because I know what my next level is going to be.
Yeah, I remember there was a time when no one wanted to fight you. Yeah, I remember that.
I said whoever.
I remember they were looking for opponents for you for a while. I remember Face was posting in the group saying, "Hey, who wants to fight Venom?"
Yeah.
And it was crickets. No one put their name. And so I remember that.
Yep. Like,
they heard his name and said, "Nope." Hey, we need a fight.
So
who are you trying to get me to fight?
But I put on
Gorilla.
What's up, G?
What's up, yo?
Yeah. Like I said,
So if you were in his corner,
you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gorilla, if you were in his corner, what do you have to tell him? If you were in his corner, what advice would you give Venom Black?
Open your fucking eyes.
Keep being ass. Say no. I tell him like I said, yo, like most of the things, yo. I mean, he listened well when it comes down to corner too. I heard his corner like say stuff while he was fighting, and he like listen and use it actually in the fight. So I'll be telling him what he need to work. Of course, if he doing something wrong, of course I'm gonna try to tell him to shape up on that when he doing the wrong thing. You feel me? And when he doing the right thing, you feel me? You know he ain't gotta do nothing but praise him because I know how he fight, yo. I know it. He's a beast, bro. That's why that's why I told you he edging this fight, yo. Like I don't know. I mean, like I said, both of them nice. But this, I mean, you know, I've been around since we first started this shit. Like, man, ain't no game, bro. So I'm always, you feel me? I'm always rock with that nigga when it comes down to
I appreciate it.
Real.
I appreciate it.
Shit.
Like, cause you know I'm going in. You know what I mean? Like I'm putting it everything's on the line every time. I'm talking about like the way I see it is my life is on the line out there. So I don't really like if y'all really look, I don't get hit much. You don't see it. You'll see punches thrown, but you won't see punches landed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not out there for that. You know what I mean? So if they think I'm gonna be there for those combos, those beautiful combos that Showtime throws, this shit, it's gonna be closed curtains. I'm telling you, like the show gonna be over. I'm not the one for that. You know what I mean? I don't take damage. I give it. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Like that's a fact. I'm serious. I don't know how else to put it, man. I respect Showtime 100%, but I put on for Streetbeefs too. Like they'll see that where I come from, it wasn't no fucking game. You know what I mean? We motherfuckers was getting their head knocked off, getting slept, fucking ambulance and shit, picking motherfuckers up out there. This ain't no joke, and I ain't playing with them. I'm not playing with them at all.
Let me ask y'all, because we got another part of the show. Let me ask y'all, are y'all familiar with Lil Cray Cray and Lil Mac?
Yeah,
I'm familiar with both of them. Yeah.
So what y'all got predictions? Y'all got anything that y'all like about them dudes? Like how y'all feel about that matchup?
Who won the first one? Wasn't it a draw?
It was a draw. So now it's the rematch.
I don't know. I think Mac got a little bit more pop than Cray Cray. Cray Cray just kind of he got nice flurries.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
fast,
but
real agile when good with angles. He a good boxer too.
Yeah,
he definitely a good boxer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, like I said, it was a good ass fight. The first fight I was there. It was a good fight. That was a good ass fight. So I can go even way. I ain't going to cap.
So I don't know, man. The rematch might end up in the draw, but I don't see. I think. I mean, honestly, I can't really call this one, to be honest, because they really are equally matched. Like, really, it's kind of hard to say. But look, Cray Cray does have advantage in speed if he knows how to use it, and his footwork. There's really no way Mac's supposed to be coming as close, but Mac is so solid that he's not concerned with the speed. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference. The speed it can be effective, but it also can be a hindrance. You know what I mean? You can just be throwing punches at somebody just blocking. I'm like, the speed got to be pinpointed. You know what I mean? It got to be utilized at the right times, not just used. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, but for Mac to be a solid puncher, you know, he doesn't, you know, I don't think he's gonna back down from those type of punches that's coming at him. So that's the only thing Lil Cray Cray got to worry about, relying on his speed and getting hit with something that he don't see because he's too busy punching.
That's deep. That's deep.
Hey, Sunshine wanted to know, Gorilla. December, I think it's December 4th.
What?
Against the
Gorilla versus
magician.
magician. Gorilla versus you talking magician? I don't care. I don't care who I'll fight. Y'all already know me. Yeah, I don't care about who I'll fight. And I ain't even been trained. I still fight niggas. I'm with all the smoke.
Hey,
Man.
I think you got your answer. Sunshine.
Yeah, we got you.
So
All right, well,
is
Venom
magician
Black.
gonna show up?
Oh, that's
I
a
mean,
good
that is
question.
the word.
Magician,
that
where
is
you
the
at?
word.
You was just commenting. I just heard you say something in the pros. We can run it. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure it out how that really goes. Because I'm like, hold on, you just said the pros. Are you going pro or something? Like you going? So you going to pay you? So you want the paid ass whooping?
Hey, ass whooping.
That's way worse than the damn free one, boy.
He said you want the paid ass whooping.
Like you talking about I'm trying to figure out how you think it's gonna go when the money on the line, boy.
That's funny,
I
man.
mean, that would be a good fight, though. That would be a good fight.
So Gorilla,
I think he has to lower his
magician.
weight. He has to lower his weight to fight you, though.
Who, me?
Right. Because I'm saying so. Magician on the line right now. Is magician? You gonna fight Gorilla on the 4th or no? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, we waiting for him to respond. I think he said.
He said I'm here and all, but I ain't hear nothing about.
He ain't respond yet. Okay, cool. I don't know if he has to lower his weight. I don't know.
Yeah,
If
his lower his weight against
Yeah,
the Venom
I'm
Black.
down to 213 now.
So how much you weigh, magician?
how much you weigh?
Well,
But
shit don't
just-
matter. Gorilla done fought somebody about 80 pounds heavier than him.
I did.
He said it's up to the bro. So he said it's up to you, magician. I mean, gorilla.
It don't matter.
He's a 245.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to. It's up to you if you want to answer now. But certainly know that there is a challenge. Someone is inviting. You're a homie, so at the end, I think he's inviting a stiff competition for you if you do show up on Saturday.
I'll take that. I'll take any match. I ain't got no problem with no matches. I was just ready to fight a dude 206'5", 275 pounds that can't get a ring. Mountain State.
Oh, well, there we go.
I don't doubt my skills at all because I never know until I get in that ring and work. You know what I mean?
So yeah,
I'll
I'll be there. I'm gonna be there for it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. He'll be there as well.
For sure.
And so it looks like that might be a match.
Yeah.
So Venom Black, man, we're going to give you the last word. Yeah. Shout him out. So you give us the last word.
I wouldn't, for this type of fight that's going in. Look, I wouldn't blink. You know what I mean? Because this is where you got two boxer punchers that can literally hurt each other with any shot that they throw. So this is definitely one that I would not take your eyes off of this one. I promise you. And I got a lot. I got some stress on my chest. I need to get off. So I ain't trying to hear it.
Word, brother. Well, we appreciate the time. Good luck in the fight. Good luck in your preparation.
Yeah.
We know it's going to be a banger, so I can't wait. Can't wait to see it, brother. Appreciate
No doubt,
the time.
man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all inviting me on the show for the press conference. Sorry Showtime didn't get up here and talk because I would have told him to his face as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like that. You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect. He know it's all love. But at the same time, I would never just talk behind his back. I'd definitely tell him, bitch, you better be ready.
Well, hopefully, I know his phone was acting up, so maybe he might come on at the end, but we'll see. But we appreciate your time, brother. Appreciate your time, Gorilla.
No doubt.
All right.
Appreciate you. All right, G. I'm going to holler at you.
What's up, brother? So before we bring on Lil Cray Cray and Lil Mac, I we definitely want to spend, because there's a number of fights that are going to be in this card. And so this is a huge event. And so we wanted to bring on, a newcomer, someone who's actually fought one time before, but I think he holds the claim right now as the first Mexican fighter, or fighter from Mexico, I should say that, fighter from Mexico to compete at the Streetbeefs OG Yard. So here we go. Let's bring on Knight Rider. Yo,
Hey,
what's up,
how
Knight
are you
Rider? How you
doing?
doing?
All good, man. I'm just very ready for Saturday.
Okay. And so how'd you hear about Streetbeefs from Mexico?
Uh, I mean, I always liked street fights, like that's how I started boxing, like in the streets. And I mean, I was like someday, like at midnight, like watching YouTube fights, and I knew the Liga Strelka, but I didn't know Street Beefs. And like it appeared, and I like click it, and I started like being an addict to Street Beefs now. Like I watched like 30 fights daily, and like one day I said myself like it would be like really really awesome, like life goals, if I one day like go to Virginia and like just fight. And like in January, I flight all the way from Mexico, from Monterrey, Mexico, and then I did like a connection in Dallas, and from Dallas I went to Richmond, and from Richmond I took like a bus to get to Winchester, and that's how like I first fight in Street Beefs. And after that I like told everyone like, damn, this is where I belong, like I absolutely will be back here. And now on Saturday, like I'll be back. It will be my second fight, and I like live in Mexico, bro.
And word has it that you are also going to fight at the Streetbeefs West Coast branch. Is that right?
Oh yeah, it's because I actually just moved from Mexico to Los Angeles 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I'm like living in America right now. So like it's easier for me to fly from here to Virginia, and then like from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, it's like 2 hours or 1.5, like nothing. So like right now, it's my moment for being like very very active in Street Beefs, and like I'll conquer what's mine.
That's awesome. And what weight class do you fight in?
Uh, I'm a 125 boxer.
Okay. Did you have any?
Just boxing?
Okay. Did you have any boxing experience before you got to Streetbeefs?
Yeah, I started boxing when I was like 19 years old. I'm 24 now, and I started like boxing daily when I was 21. So right now, like I have like 2 or 3 years that I haven't stopped like daily training. So when I first fight, like I was good, but not as good as I am right now. Like right now, my IQ and my heart fight, like it's very up. Like when I first fight, I was not even like amateur. I was like really, really noob, and I still won. So right now, like I'm very uh, trusting a lot of myself, and I change a lot. Like now, I'm very, very calm. I'm a very calm fighter.
And so you have a fight coming up this Saturday, right, at the
Yeah,
OG Yard.
and I'm like planning on fighting the 18 at the Sandbox in Las Vegas also.
Oh,
So
wow.
if they choose me, I'll go there. I was wanting to fight on the Saturday event, but I didn't get choose. But now that I'm very active in the group, I think my chances are higher. And after they see me at the OG Yard, the show that I'm gonna put on, I think it's gonna be unbelievable. And they're gonna choose me like ASAP. So I'm very ready. I mean, I can fight like every Saturday if it's necessary. I don't care. Like boxing, it's my life. I came to America and I moved to America just for boxing. Like I won't return back to Mexico until I became like pro or something.
Wow.
Well, here we go. We have Tank himself, Tiny Tank, right? Who runs Street Beast West Coast with Bushido Zed. He says you're picked. There you go.
Ooh, awesome.
There you go, my man. Right on the show, exclusive.
This is like
There
the
we
happiest
go.
day of my life. Like I got a fight on the OG yard and I got a fight on the sandbox. Really?
What?
Whoa.
Yep. There we go, man. You got to fight. Well,
That's
congrats,
awesome,
man.
man.
Congrats on being getting
Thanks a lot.
picked
I'm
for
gonna put a
both.
show, you know? Like I'm very ready.
Okay. And so when you say put on a show, what are we talking about? We talking about first round knockout, or are we just talking about you just be flossing your skills all 3 rounds?
Uh I mean, for being a 125er, I got knockout power, but I'll think I just show off my speed and my head movement. So if I get the knockout, it will be awesome. But I won't like be pushing it for it to come. Like it will come like naturally. Like I trust my skills, and I think
Yeah.
that I'm gonna show off like more of my skills than my knockout power.
Word. And so we got a couple of Street Beast fighters in here or welcome you to the sandbox.
Yeah,
Right.
el
And
boxeo
so
es la vida de nosotros. That's right, magician. Boxing is life. No boxing, no life.
well, do you feel that you have any pressure on you now that I mean you're saying that you're going to put on a performance, but also you represent a country at the moment, right? You're kind of the international
Mm,
representative of Mexico.
yeah, no pressure. I mean, I already told you I'm a very, very calm pressure. I'm a very calm fighter. So I won't be pressured because I mean, I woke up and I box. Like before sleeping, I shadow box. Like all my day, it's like boxing, 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 boxing. And like now, my mission is like to become pro or like someone in boxing. So I mean, I don't have any pressure because it's like what I do all day long, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and like there's really nobody around my weight, like 125ers. So I always fight like 135ers, 145ers. Like, I mean, I'm like used to being like punched with a lot of more power than I have because it's very, very difficult to find somebody my weight.
Word. Well, we're looking forward to your fights, brother. And so, any last words to
Thanks a
your
lot,
fans, those
bro.
who are following you?
Uh, I hope they're ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna give like everything I got, a lot of heart, and thanks for the support. You you will be like very satisfied after my performance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that you will put on a performance, brother. So we appreciate the time. Thanks for coming on the
Thanks a
show,
lot,
and good
brother.
luck in
And
your
no,
preparation
thanks
and your
for your
travels.
time. Thanks a
Absolutely.
lot, brother. Anytime you want, I'm here for all the crew.
Absolutely.
We're gonna hold you to that.
Gracias, hermano. Gracias.
De nada. Good
All
night.
right, brother. Yeah, good night. Man, that's awesome, right? To have the first kind of representative from Mexico fighting in the OG yard and then coming to the sandbox. That's pretty awesome.
For sure, for sure. I mean, I think it's a testament. It speaks to Street Beefs reach. Like we got people
Yep.
from Mexico flying in, bro, relocated. He said he lived in Los Angeles.
Yeah. He said, I'm taking it serious. And so for those who are slacking, those who are not taking your fitness, your fighting seriously, you got a young man right here who's willing to put it all on the line, and he's gunning for you. So make sure you're on your P's and Q's because he's coming. If you're in his weight class, he's coming for you. And as he said, he's going to put on a performance.
And so 125, what weight class is that?
You know, I don't know because I know that in boxing weight classes are different from MMA weight classes. And I know that in Streetbeefs, the weight varies. And so it's hard to tell at the moment. I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat has more expertise on that. But I mean, whatever class that is, just be ready because he's coming.
he is coming.
All right. And so
before we continue,
yep.
We got Shaggy from Scooby Doo in our chat. He's paying attention. And I'm freaking out. Is it normal? Does Shaggy always watch our streams? Shout out to Shaggy for tuning in. I don't know who this man is, but
well, we appreciate you for tuning in, and everyone else who's tuning in. Right. And so, yeah, I mean, we always appreciate the love and support. Make sure you subscribe, right, to the channel so that we continue to do these kind of press conferences. So we have arrived. We have arrived to the moment I think you are all been waiting for. So if you know someone who was in here earlier waiting for Lil Cray Cray, Lil Mac to show up, make sure you let them know now. Like they're about to come on, right? And we're about to, have a discussion with them, have a convo. So before we do that, we put together a small little promo. So let's actually put the promo up first. And as soon as the promo's done, we'll have both Lil Cray Cray and Lil Mac on.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Lil Mac, Streetbeefs sensation versus Lil Cray Cray, YouTube sensation.
All right, let's go, baby.
You don't want to miss this fight. It has everything you want to see in a boxing match. Technique, speed, power. I mean, Lil Cray Cray is so fast, you would think he's Pacquiao's son. And then you got Lil Mac, who you would think is the white Mike Tyson. All these guys are ready to take each other's heads off, and they're ready to settle the draw. Who's going to be the better man? Don't miss this fight. We will find out.
Yo,
What? Good.
that promo was
Gentlemen,
fire.
how y'all doing?
Hey, Wizard, can we take time to acknowledge the Wizard? This man right here. This man right here. He doing all of that.
He did
I try.
That was dope. That was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You gotta send me that so I can post it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you both. So I appreciate Prince KT for with the vocals, right, laying down the narration. So both of y'all gentlemen have a huge fight coming, right? You already fought once before, but before we get into the actual fight, to the rematch, I just want to take a few steps back, right? So Lil Cray Cray, I know that you're kind of the YouTube boxing sensation. People have been talking about you. I mean, I've been watching you for a long time, right? And so how'd you get into Streetbeefs? Like, what attracted you to Street? Because you fought in so many different yards and so many different places. Like, how'd you end up in Streetbeefs?
I mean, like, before I started my channel, I was watching Street Beef all the time. Like, I always wanted to join it, but, like, I tried to join a long time ago, but, like, I couldn't reach out to y'all. It was hard to reach out to y'all because, y'all got a big fan base. But I reached out to Lord Benz, and he responded to me, and then that's how it all started. And he told me to pull up, and then, yeah.
And so how was your experience fighting at Streetbeefs? Because I was there when you showed up. So I was there for the first fight between you two at the West Coast Invasion. And at that time, it was packed. Like, there were just so many fights going on. And
it really was.
And so how'd you feel your first time?
See, I was a little bit nervous with, like, all the people and stuff shouting in the backgrounds and stuff. I was a little bit nervous, But fought through it. Got gassed a little bit, but this time, you're gonna see different me.
Yeah, we already got people calling you out. I got winners. So this is Lil Diesel. He was at the West Coast Invasion. He is the West Coast champ. I think he's at what's your weight again?
Shit, I fight all weight class. Right now I'm trying to get as much weight as I can. I'm at like 139 right now, but I am moving down soon though. But I'm trying to move up to 155 to fight Lil Mac. Yeah.
Word. And so let's walk us through the first match. Right, have you heard of Lil Mac before going into the fight with him?
Not really, never. Not really, but they told me I was fighting Lil Mac. I just watched one of his videos before my fight. That's about it. But I never heard of him before I fought him. Never.
And so, what was your assessment of him when you first saw his video?
Yeah, he's like a straightforward coming fighter. He got a good over two. Yeah, that's one thing. The couple thing I noticed.
Word. And then Lil Mac, let me ask you this: have you watched Lil Cray Cray before you fought him? Did you know anything about him?
No, I didn't know anything about him.
Yeah, and I know at some point, I know that they were teasing. I know Face was teasing people, say, "Hey, we got this huge YouTube star who's coming to the yard, who's going to fight, and we're going to choose Lil Mac to fight him." And so, how did that come about?
I got a phone call one day, and he called me and asked me if I would be willing to fight this YouTube guy, and I didn't even know who it was. And he asked me if I would go and I could go and look him up, and then I can come back and say I want the fight or not. But I just told him let's roll with it. And so afterwards, then I went and I looked him up.
And so, what was your impression after you looked him up?
He's quick, he's fast, and he's good. I mean,
and so, did you have a game plan going into the fight?
not really. I just go out there and fight. That's it. That's all I do. I don't care about who it is, who the opponent is. I just fight. That's what I love to do. So that's where I'm at.
Can I ask, how did y'all feel about the first fight? Y'all's first fight. How did y'all feel about it? We'll start with Lil Mac and then Lil Cray Cray. You can speak after.
I didn't feel like I was on my game. I felt like I was holding back too much, and so I just didn't feel right. But I don't have any excuses, so I liked the fight. So it was good.
Well, let me ask you this before Lil Cray Cray answers this. I know, I was there, I was present. And so I know that when it was time for the fight to happen, I know that you didn't have your gloves, like you didn't have your hands wrapped, you weren't fully prepared. And so do you think that affected your performance going into the fight? Because literally, you had to step into the ring and they were putting everything on you as you're about to fight Lil Cray Cray. And Lil Cray Cray standing across, look already warmed up, ready to go.
Well, they told me that there was like 11 fights ahead of me. So I went to the car, and 15 minutes later, I come back, and they're like, oh, they're looking for you. It's time to fight. So, yeah, I didn't have any time to warm up, but I don't have any excuses. So it was all good.
Lil Cray Cray, how you feel about the first fight, man?
For me?
Yeah.
Hey, I feel great. He's a pretty decent fighter, strong jab, straight come forward. I'm gonna be a little bit smarter in the second fight, faster. Y'all gonna see. Y'all stay tuned.
Ooh. Was there anything surprising in your match? That surprised you while you two were going at it for 3 rounds?
Yeah, he got great stamina. He don't stop. He can't come forward. That's one thing I noticed about him. Yeah.
And with him, he fires off right away. So fires off right away, and he does the quick combos. So yeah.
No, it was clear when you look at the match, especially when I was cutting up the promo. Like it was clear right off the jump. Like Lil Cray Cray was on you. Like he was firing off. I think you were trying to fill him out, but it seemed like as the fight was progressing in the 3rd round, it seemed like you had more energy. It seemed like you were pushing the pace more. And it also seemed like you were utilizing more of the gate, right? Trying to trap him in the gate. And so was that part of the strategy as you were fighting him?
Honestly, for some reason, I feel like I'm too relaxed when I'm fighting. And so I had to get out of that mentality of being too relaxed and just start pressing.
And then a little Cray Cray. And as you said, right, you were starting to get tired towards the end. How'd you feel when he was putting on the pressure in the 3rd round?
I wasn't really like feeling the punches. It was just most of the fatigue. Like it's a new environment, like But I'm pretty sure I adapt to it. The second fight I fought Money Meal, but I'm pretty sure I adapt there now. So the second fight, expect a lot of fireworks.
And so, Lil Cray Cray, because I know that you fight wherever, whenever, right? And so,
Yeah.
how is this fight with Lil Mac different from your previous fights?
This one's gonna be a winner and a loser. So like I'm gonna give it my all.
No, so I'm talking about like
I'm gonna bring it.
So prior to y'all's first fight, you fought anywhere and everywhere, right? Like as I understand it, you got a whole YouTube page built upon just like catching fades wherever, whenever. And so
Yeah, you're just pulling up.
right. And so how does that format feel as opposed to fighting in the ring with Lil Mac at the OG yard? How are those two things different?
It's a little bit different because you got a lot of crowd over there shouting, like you getting nervous. A lot of people over there screaming, shouting. It's different,
Yeah. Is it a good different, bad different?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I just gotta get used to it. I was a little bit nervous at first. It was a lot of people. It was the first event I've been at, an underground event that had a lot of people.
That's dope. And so Lil Mac, how was fighting Lil Cray Cray? Because like you get these, social media influencers, YouTube people. It can kind of be like, I don't know if he really boxed like that, right? Like, how did your first fight with Lil Cray Cray match up to what you perceived of him through his videos?
Yeah. To be honest with you, every fight that I've had, I got no emotion towards it. Like I just love to fight. That's who I am. And yeah, I went and I checked that he was he has a lot of followers, a lot of people watch his stuff and everything. So, a little bit nerves there. Yeah, but I got emotion towards it. I'm just ready to fight, and we're gonna see on Saturday.
So we got Cheddar, one of the viewers. He's asking, who is your favorite boxer to both fighters? Lil Cray Cray or Lil Mac?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Wait, I say it again. My bad.
Who is your favorite fighter?
Right now?
Yeah.
Javonte Davis.
Oh, that's dope.
He's fighting Sunday.
Yeah, why?
He's southpaw and he a very entertaining fighter. Like he come to fight like not like all the like Shakur David. He knock out people and I like watching that.
Word. What about you, Lil Mac?
Triple G is my favorite fighter.
Interesting. And so why Triple G?
Because he doesn't take a step back. He just keeps going forward.
Yeah, pretty much like you, right? And so as soon as you said that, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see why you like him.
Yeah, that is why.
And so Lil Diesel had a question for y'all. Who's your favorite Streetbeefs West Coast fighters or just Streetbeefs fighters if you don't have any in mind?
My favorite fighter?
Streetbeefs.
Yeah, and Streetbeefs.
Gotta be Showtime. He surprised me the last fight because he fought that Golden Glove fighter who like I see him fought a couple times. New York up here is pretty decent. And Showtime just proved me wrong. Like Showtime was a beast. He's nice.
Yeah. What about you, Lil Mac? How about yourself?
My favorite West Coast fighter is Lil Diesel, and I know that he puts in the work, and I watch him. Like I watch all his videos. I follow him on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm definitely trying to come out there and get one with him.
Hey,
yeah, that would be dope.
Like he trying to fight you, bro. Diesel said he got the winner of this fight early on. So when y'all first jumped on, Diesel was like, whoever wins this fight, he wants to fight. So
sounds good.
And what was also interesting before you fought Lil Cray Cray, he was actually matched up with you for the West Coast Invasion.
Yes, he was. And once I got the phone call, then they switched it. So,
I mean, what did you think of Lil Diesel's performance out there?
he was good. Just think he uses a little bit too much energy, too much. Pat tries to throw too heavy, but once he gets that down to where he can just calm down a little bit, he'll be good, really good. He's good,
Word.
but he'll be really good.
Or Bushido Zed, who is one of the co-founders and branch managers of Streetbeefs West Coast, said, "Hit him up, both of y'all. If y'all trying to go to the West Coast and fight the Streetbeefs West Coast fighters, hit him up." All right, so let's talk about your two fight, right? So is there a game plan, or are y'all just going to go and fill it out like y'all did the first time? Is there a game plan coming into this fight?
I can't say. I got something coming up. Yeah.
And for me, I'm just going to come fight. So that's it. I'm going to come and be the dog that I am. So that's all I can say about that.
Is this a title match?
Yeah.
Well,
well,
so Streetbeefs has gotten rid of titles. So we'll talk about it at a later time.
Okay.
So with that, what is the outcome? How does this all play out in the end? And the way that you see this, do you see it all going? Is it 3-rounder or 5-rounder?
I don't even know.
I believe it's 5 rounds.
Okay, so if it is 5 rounds,
that changed things.
Yeah, it does change things. And so, what do you think the outcome is after a 5-rounder?
Shit, respect. MJ.
Lil Cracra, look, we went in there. We did something.
I'm gonna come to fight though, for sure. I didn't know it was gonna be 5 round though, but shit, it is what it is.
Cray Cray said, "Let me go do some cardio right now. I'm about to actually run a lap." So we got a lot of people in the chat who are putting money on Cray Cray. We got some people supporting Lil Mac. We got a lot of people supporting Lil Cray Cray. Lil Mac, who you think taking this, man? Do you think he taking this in the first? You think he taking it in the third? You think it's going all 5? What's your prediction?
I don't even know. The only thing that I can say is I'm coming to fight. I'm a dog, and I'm gonna be there until that bell stops or someone drops. That's it.
And Lil Mac, before we go to Lil Cray Cray, do you feel like you're the underdog here?
I don't look into it, but probably because he has such a big following that everybody's behind him, and he's earned that. But
so we got Shaggy. Somebody said Mac second round.
They said Mac second round. There we go, Shaggy.
Mac gonna take it. How you feel about that, Lil Cray Cray? You think it's gonna be 2 rounds? You think it's going on 5?
We'll see Saturday.
Lil Cray Cray ain't trying to give up nothing. He's like, yo, we just gonna find out on Saturday.
Yeah, man. I love to fight. Enjoy fighting. So yeah, I'm coming to fight.
All right. And so, any last words to y'all?
Yeah, man.
We gonna back out. Let y'all kind of just square off. Last words. What do you want to say to him?
Yeah, I got. See you Saturday, boy. I'm gonna put that work in.
that's all it is. We're gonna get that work in. See what happens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Word. All right. Well, there you have it. All right. I think one is that this is going to be a dogfight. I think if you saw the first fight, you know that these two went out to scrap. Even if you just look at the promo itself, there was so many clips that I could have used that I didn't use for the promo because it was action packed all the way through. And so I can only imagine what this looks like 5 rounds from now.
Yeah.
A 5-round war between those two. Oh man, that would be crazy.
And I think that kind of changes the predictions. So now it's kind of a conversation of if you don't have the power, it's a conversation of cardio. How long can you go? So I think it going 5 rounds kind of takes both fighters out of their elements. And I don't know for sure, But if it is 5 rounds, I think it'll take both fighters out of their element.
Yeah, you know, the interesting thing is that when you, because Lil Cray Cray didn't know it was going to go 5 rounds. And so that could play a huge factor. Like you said, it could be a cardio issue. It could be a huge issue, especially when you look at the first fight. The first fight, it went 3 rounds, and Lil Cray Cray at the end was starting to fade. Although, like the first round, he was on fire. He was targeting Lil Mac. He was firing off the first round, but by the third round, you can tell Lil Mac was starting to take over. He was starting to apply the pressure, put him against the gate, and really tee off. And so now that this is going 5 rounds, we're talking about 2 additional rounds. And he didn't even know he was going to go 5 rounds. And so if you don't even, like, you're not even preparing for a 5-round fight. And the thing is, I've seen Lil Cray Cray fight for many years. And so I know that he's ready to go all the time, right? Like just look on his YouTube. Like, this dude is always fighting. However, like, this is 5 rounds. And this is in front of a huge crowd.
Yeah.
And there's a lot on the line. And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this all kind of shapes out.
It is, man. But I think it's going to be a historic one. I think it's going to be another one to build momentum for the fight that's going to take place. I think December 4th is historic in Streetbeefs history, especially LGR, because there's a lot of just crazy fights about to take place. So a lot of things is going to be happening soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And so from Showtime to Venom Black, we have Lil Cray Cray, the Lil Mac. And then we have Knight Rider, right? The international sensation himself. I got some Lil Cray Cray mac and cheese.
I don't know what your choice is. Is that Lil Cray Cray? Is that Lil Mac?
Word. Well, for those who tuned in late, just want to make sure, hey, we have an award show that's coming up. Look, an award show coming up on the 26th, December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Day after Christmas.
Right, where we award, right, the fighter of the year, the KO of the year, submission of the year, the fight of the year, the most improved, the rising star. I mean, we have tons of awards to give out. And so if you are a fan of Streetbeefs, you're a fan of the fighters, be sure to tune in because we had so many judges weigh in on who are the top 5 and who are the specific winners. And so there was tons of great candidates and nominees in all the different categories. And it was tough. Like, I was tallying up all the different votes. It was tough. It was neck to neck on a number of those categories. It's going to be exciting to see. No one will know the results until the day of. And so if you want to know if you made it in the top 5, make sure you tune in. And then if you do make it in the top 5 and you are the winner, make sure you're ready to jump on the show because we're going to be calling you on and say, hey, congratulations, call you on the show, get your acceptance speech ready, get ready to shout out your friends and family. So it's going to be a whole thing, a whole vibe.
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
And so just, again, to let y'all know, to remind y'all, the 26th, December 26th, be there, be square. You're going to forget or you're going to miss out on a monumental opportunity. We're going to be showcasing these winners. They're going to be winning awards. So Heart in the Fight. Now, and I want to return here because I want to transition into you all supporting our channel. Heart in the Fight is trying to position ourselves as a network that elevates the voices of fighters. We want to highlight and award these fighters because we think that their stories should be recognized. That's all we're doing. And so this award show is monumental and historic simply because we get to notify and build the legacy of these fighters. And we already know, right? There are legacies that are born and created through Streetbeefs. We want to do our job to amplify these fighters even more, right? We are in the internet age. And so this is what our platform is here to do. Nothing more, nothing less. And so this award show at the end of the year is y'all's contribution to acknowledging your favorite fighters. It's our contribution. It's all of the people who's voted. This is a People's Choice Award. Like, I want you to be clear. Me and Daniel are not sitting here like, this person should get it. This person should get it. Like, we're not doing that.
No.
We're doing it bigger with the actual award.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, right, I think this is a really important note, right, that you're hitting on, right, is that we had your peers vote on you, right? And so you're getting acknowledgments from your peers. Those who have watched you fight, they get to assess your skill, assess your talents in your fights, and they evaluate whether or not you made it in the top 5 or you the winner. So you not only are you being, acknowledged by your peers, but you're also being acknowledged by, admins and mods who also watch, who don't fight but watch, who are consistent fans and always, doing their best to promote your fights and promote Streetbeefs in general. And so, I mean, again, we had 36 judges. 36. That's a whole lot of judges. And so we just wanted to make sure that we eliminate as much bias as possible so that we can get an actual account on who is the winner for these awards.
And so, again, to amplify the voices of these people who are contributing to Streetbeefs,
Yes.
all it takes is a subscription to Harden to Fight. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're on a mission. We are a year plus from our inception. We Daniel and Omar started this last year. I want to say a little bit before the pandemic. And so we are a year plus in Harder to Fight. And we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And this is the part in the live where we ask y'all to hit the subscribe button. You stay for the whole show. It's been 23 of y'all since we started. Stay for the whole show. You might as well hit the subscribe button. Share it with your folks. If you know some people who like talking about fighters, like getting to know fighters and hearing their stories, share with your folks. We're here to just elevate the stories of the people who are participating, man. And your subscription help us do that.
Word. And so we're just gonna now, sign off with just playing the promos back to back, and then we'll do and then we'll just outro from there. So appreciate y'all. And so until then, make sure you double down on your commitments to your life. Now here is Venom Black's promo, and then you'll see Lil Cray Cray versus Lil Mac promo, and then it exits out. Appreciate y'all as always. Thank you.
You want to know what I think when I hear these two names? Warriors. I want to talk about two humans turned animal, locked in a cage, ready to kill whatever in front of them on that given day. We have that in this fight. You want to talk about taking on the best, making them look average? Well, check. We have that in this fight. You want to talk about culture? You want to see someone who puts their state, their family, everything they stand for on their back and carry it into the fight, and they stop at nothing to make sure they're standing tall at the end to carry it out with them. They fight with honor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, look no further. We have that. Satan's backyard, two of the best. Showtime versus Venom Black. Who's going to be the best? Who's going to be the best boxer in Streetbeefs history? Who's going to be the greatest warrior? We're going to get these questions answered. Lil Mac, Streetbeefs sensation versus Lil Cray Cray, YouTube sensation.
Alright, let's go, baby.
You don't want to miss this fight. It has everything you want to see in a boxing match. Technique, speed, power. I mean, Lil Cray Cray is so fast, you would think he's Pacquiao, son. And then you got Lil Mac, who you would think is the white Mike Tyson. All these guys are ready to take each other's heads off, and they're ready to settle the draw. Who's going to be the better man? Don't miss this fight. We will find out.